So, hello. Afternoon, guys. I am your facilitator for today. So, our topics are about the ICT collaboration tools for and sharing resources. So, for brainstorming, I have some three questions for you. So, what are the characteristics of an appropriate instructional materials or IMS? Anybody? Do you have any idea? So, I will repeat the
Ars,
question.
ano pa?
I will repeat the question. What are the characteristics of an appropriate instructional materials or IMS in ICT based in ICT based? Anybody?
Characteristics.
Yes. What are the characteristics for appropriate instructional materials in ICT based? Do you have any idea?
Me, sir.
Sige, Mr. Marino. Go ahead.
Opo. Um, I just think the two characteristics, just two, two characteristics of an instructional material involving ICT or instructional ICT material are the availability and efficacy or the effectiveness. First, the availability. Of course, in delivering a lesson or in proper teaching and learning process, make sure that the instructional ICT material is available in the environment to deliver the lesson. Secondly, you have to assess you have to assess yourself while you are using the instructional ICT material if it is effective in teaching and learning process. If it has an if the students acquire knowledge and understanding with that specific lesson, and if the teacher is at ease in delivering his or her lesson. So those are, for me, the characteristics of an instructional ICT material: availability and effectiveness. Thank you.
Correct. Anybody have an idea about some characteristics about appropriate learning instructional materials in ICT
Ako
based?
po,
Okay, Miss Humadjao.
for me, one of the characteristic of an appropriate instructional materials is it make lessons enjoyable and interesting for the students.
Okay.
Dapat throughout the lesson, instructional material catch the attention of the student for them to listen. Yun lang.
Okay. So anyone?
Dapat enjoyable and interesting.
Yeah, kasi minsan yung mga instructional materials ng mga teachers are boring, di ba? Kaya minsan kailangan na engage sa motivation and enjoyable and exciting. So anybody have an idea about some characteristics for appropriate instructional materials in ICT based? Anybody?
Ako, sir.
Okay, Mr. Longko.
So, for me, sir, one of the most important, most naman important characteristics of a appropriate IMs especially ICT based is it's dapat pag ICT based, we need to ensure that the IMs or the instructional materials are user friendly. So in a sense that parang dapat mo, if not all, most of the students can access or access or navigate through your IMs, or especially in acquiring your IMs, 'di ba? Tapos number two is its flexibility in terms of in distributing your IMs. Parang 'di ba kasi pag ICT based, we know naman that our signal here in the province, 'di ba? Here in the province is very very turtleish. So we need to ensure that our IMs is flexible. So pag hindi gumana yung isang platform natin, so dapat meron tayong backup. For example, if hindi gumana yung Moodle, may Google Classroom naman. O pag walang Google Classroom is we have Messenger, 'di ba? Messenger, or pwede naman email, ganun.
Correct.
Yun lang po.
Kasi minsan kailangan natin mga ganyan na mga ano para for great interaction in students. So anyone have an idea? So if none, so let's proceed for the next question. The next question is what do you think the ano ba yun? What do you think is the what are the role of instructional materials in teaching and learning? So what are the rules of instructional materials in teaching and learning? So Miss Paredes, go ahead.
So, instructional materials mainly function as an aid for the teaching and learning process. So, in the teaching and learning process, it helps in the delivery of knowledge from the teachers or the facilitators to the learners themselves. So, these instructional materials also plays a role in the learners to learn and to actively engage during the discussion.
Yes, Miss Paredes, correct. Anyone have an idea? Sige, Mr. Notado. Go ahead.
I do agree with what. Okay.
Yes. Yes, yes.
I do agree. Sinabi ni Leo namin na start
Mr. Notado, go ahead. Audio, no audio. Oh. Yes, doon lang. Yes. Okay? Yeah, kasi kasi nga, yung IM is parang ito yun yung basis para kung paano gagawin yung mga gawain. So anyone, wala na ba?